Reacher Season 2. Alan Ritchson offers controversial binge-watching guide for the series. Reacher stands as a prime example of how the evolving entertainment industry continues to spark fan enthusiasm for television adaptations of favorite books. This sentiment rings especially true for the upcoming second season of Reacher, the Prime Video series adapted from Lee Child's acclaimed book series. Alan Ritchson, who stars as the titular character, recently sparked interest and some controversy with his unique promotional tactics for the show's return. Ritchson's promotion of the new season has been as unconventional as it is memorable. Upon debuting the initial trailer, he comically proposed via Instagram that enthusiasts orchestrate their own firing to fully indulge in the first 3 episodes. His playful advice, though clearly a joke, demonstrates his enthusiasm for the series and its potential to captivate audiences. His approach not only highlights the show's release schedule, but also underscores the addictive quality of the series. Ritchson shared, Season 2 of Reacher marks a significant shift in its narrative approach, adopting an anthology format. Each season will now focus on a different novel from Lee Child series, offering a fresh case for Jack Reacher to solve. This season, the storyline jumps to the 11th book, Bad Luck and Trouble, bypassing several novels in the process. This bold move presents both opportunities and risks. It means introducing new characters and a new environment, potentially unsettling fans who appreciated the ensemble of the first season. The absence of key characters from the first season, such as Roscoe Conklin and Oscar Finley, will be noticeable. However, the inclusion of Frances Neagley and a new cast promises to maintain the dynamic nature of the show while exploring new facets of Jack Reacher's character. The second season promises to delve deeper into the personal history of Jack Reacher. The plot revolves around the investigation into the deaths of Reacher's former military colleagues, adding a personal stake to his mission. This narrative direction allows the show to explore Reacher's background more thoroughly, offering a richer and more intense experience for viewers. Staying faithful to Bad Luck and Trouble, renowned as a series highlight, the adaptation could outshine its forerunner in success. Reacher Season 2 faces the daunting task of matching the first season's lofty benchmarks. While the cast and plot alterations offer a chance to rejuvenate the series, they risk distancing fans fond of the original setup. The new season's triumph hinges on the seamless integration of fresh elements and their ability to captivate the audience as the first season did. Reacher Season 2 on Prime Video is poised to offer an exciting, fresh take on Lee Child's novels. The introduction of a fresh cast, an anthology format, and an in-depth exploration of the protagonist could enhance the show's initial achievements. Alan Ritchson's playful promotion of the series reflects the excitement surrounding its release. As the series continues to adapt different novels, it promises to keep audiences engaged with its evolving narrative and character development. Check out the new trailer for Reacher Season 2 below. As excitement builds for the release of Reacher Season 2, Alan Ritchson, who plays the title role of Jack Reacher, recently stirred up a conversation with his unique binge-watching guide for the new season. While binge-watching has become a standard practice for many fans of streaming content, Ritchson's take on how to experience the action-packed second season of the Amazon Prime hit series is nothing short of controversial. His suggestions challenge traditional approaches to devouring a show, and his reasoning might just change the way fans engage with their favorite series. Breaking the binge cycle in an era where entire seasons of TV shows are often consumed in a single sitting, Alan Ritchson believes that this approach diminishes the experience of Reacher. Rather than advocating for a typical one-night binge, Ritchson's guide proposes that fans slow down and savor each episode of the upcoming season. His advice: watch just one episode per week, something that seems almost antiquated in today's streaming culture. People have gotten so used to consuming content all at once, but I think they're missing out on what makes a show like Reacher special, Ritchson explained in a recent interview. The beauty of a show like this is in the build-up, the suspense, and the opportunity to reflect on each episode. According to Ritchson, watching an entire season in a single weekend can take away from the intricate details that the showrunners and actors worked so hard to embed in each episode. From the evolving character dynamics to the nuances of the plot, Ritchson argues that Reacher Season 2 is best enjoyed when viewers allow themselves time to digest each chapter. Why weekly? For those used to the fast pace of binge watching, the idea of spreading out episodes might seem unnecessary, even frustrating. However, Ritchson makes a strong case for slowing down. In Reacher Season 2, he promises there's much more beneath the surface of each episode than just the action and thrills that draw in many viewers. Each episode of Season 2 tells a story that adds layers to the larger narrative, he says. Jack Reacher isn't just about knocking down bad guys. He's a complex character with deep motivations, and there are plot lines that reward you for paying attention to the details. Rushing through it all at once, you miss those moments. Ritchson also suggests that watching the episodes week to week enhances the suspense. With each episode ending on a cliffhanger or a compelling reveal, he argues that fans should have the time to speculate, share their thoughts online, and discuss theories with friends before jumping into the next installment. It's about creating a community experience too, Ritchson adds. When everyone watches it all in one go, you don't get that sense of collective anticipation and discussion that you used to get when shows were released weekly. Reaching the next level of engagement, another key aspect of Ritchson's controversial binge-watching guide is his recommendation to rewatch certain episodes before moving on to the next. While this might seem like an extreme suggestion for time-crunched viewers, Ritchson insists that rewatching is vital to fully appreciating Reacher Season 2. There are layers to the writing and the performances, he explains. Some things might not make sense or stand out during the first watch, but when you rewatch an episode, knowing what comes later, you'll catch subtle foreshadowing and connections that enrich the entire story. The actors cite these specific scenes in Season 2 where character motivations and background details are revealed in subtle ways. For fans who rush through, these important moments may be overlooked, leading to confusion or a diminished emotional payoff later in the season. Rewatching, in Ritchson's view, allows fans to appreciate the craftsmanship and thought that went into each episode. Pacing for maximum impact, while Ritchson's guide might not sit well with those who love binge culture, it does encourage viewers to pace themselves for a more immersive experience. He emphasizes that the show was written and directed with pacing in mind, and experiencing it in chunks rather than in a marathon session could allow for a better emotional response. Ritchson highlights how Season 2 deals with darker themes and more complex plot developments than Season 1. There's a lot more character development, and it's important for viewers to reflect on what happens to each of the characters and how they grow from episode to episode. Watching it too quickly can make those character arcs feel rushed or less impactful. Fans' reactions to the guide the actor's advice has sparked debate among fans. On social media, some viewers praised the suggestion, expressing excitement at the idea of making Season 2 a more interactive social event. I love this idea of watching an episode, talking with friends, and speculating about what's next, one fan tweeted. It brings back the fun of TV before streaming took over. However, others were quick to push back, with some fans arguing that binge watching has become part of their routine. Why wait? One comment read, "When you're hooked on a show, it's impossible not to keep hitting next episode." Ritchson acknowledges that his guide won't appeal to everyone, but he hopes that fans will at least consider trying his method. At the end of the day, I want fans,